Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Steph Zamorano and Ron Placone.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks
Mugs.
for mugs and T-shirts. You get them right down here. There's a link. It's a great way to help support the show. Get a T-shirt, get a mug. God bless you. Bernie Sanders is pushing single-payer health care. And now I don't know if you remember what Hillary Clinton said about single-payer health care.
Wait for us to have some theoretical debate about some better idea that will never, ever come to pass.
That's Hillary Clinton enthusiastically telling you you'll never have what the rest of the Western world has.
I like how there were cheers going
And people,
on,
yes!
too.
We're never going to have single better healthcare system. You tell them, Hillary.
It's like they were saying, "You're right, exactly."
It's how funny that message wasn't inspiring.
I just wish she went down the line with issues on that one. And if you want to get a higher education, you will always have crippling debt.
Yes!
We're with her!
We could never stop fracking. We'll never break up the banks or have a functioning financial system. Fuck Bernie.
$15? Not on my watch. Yay!
Constant war. Way to go, war.
So I play that for you to show you that's the opposite of what politicians are supposed to do. Politicians are supposed to inspire you to think big, that we can achieve things together, right? That's the opposite, and that's why she lost. She was there to let you know you can't think big. You can't have what you want. You can't get things. Our country can't get better. What are you, crazy? I'm in charge. Bernie Sanders didn't listen to her. The Hill says Bernie Sanders flexes his power in single payer. I like this because it shows you how things really work. And that Hillary Clinton is gaslighting you, and all those corporate Democrats are gaslighting you when they tell you can't have nice things. Just 2 years ago, Sanders formally announced he was running for president in a sparsely attended press conference that lasted 10 frickin' minutes. Sparsely attended. At the time, critics derided him as a socialist laughingstock. Today, he's one of the most popular politicians in America, giving him a megaphone to promote his single-payer bill. That happened like that. From the start of his insurgent presidential campaign last cycle, Sanders' goal was to drive Democrats into his camp on health care and other issues, and it's working. Because it's working perhaps better than he could have ever imagined. It's working. Because without the primary, Medicare4All, the idea that millions of people would have what everyone else has around the world, would not be in the conversation. So it was Bernie's primary that brought it into the conversation, the public conversation. In the past week, several other potential 2020 contenders, including Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, have embraced Kamala Harris. Lots of other people have embraced it, have embraced Sanders' Medicare4All bill, signing on as co-sponsors. And it's not just liberals who are warming to the idea. Former Senator Max frickin' Baucus, one of the architects of Obamacare, had long been critical of single-payer health care, but last week he said lawmakers should start looking at the idea. Max Baucus. He was one of the guys who stood in the way of the public option. Max Baucus. Now, not only does he think we should have a public, he thinks we should have single payer, which he knew we should have all the time. But back then, he didn't quite get all the money he needed to get from his donors, so he was still lying to his own people. Now he got all the money he needs to get. He's got his millions of dollars and whatever he did after he got out of the Senate. And now he's all done, and he doesn't need to raise any more money or needs any more corporate cash. And now he's able to tell the truth. Isn't that wild? Just like Al Gore. Al Gore tells the truth now about single payer. Max Baucus tells the truth about single payer. I guess none of those guys are running for office anymore. They already have their millions of dollars. Al Gore sold his network to Qatar for freaking $600 million or something, right?
I don't know the exact number, but
There's
yeah,
a lot of money.
Yeah, he sold it.
Those supportive of Medicare4All think the momentum is on their side. They say it's only a matter of time before the for every Democrat elected or running for office will have to take a position on single-payer health care. We're there now. I think we're there now. I think now that Bernie introduced that bill, every Democrat's got to answer. Are you for or against? Al Franken says he's for it. Look at that. He found his spine. Isn't that nice?
Oh, no.
Isn't that
You're
for
kidding
it?
me.
No, Al Franken says he's for it.
Took him a while.
I don't know if a donor signaled to him or what happened. But
It was our tweets.
I bet it was our video we did about him. What's different about this moment is this is no longer going to be a fringe position, said Robert Weissman, president of Public Citizen, a liberal advocacy group in D.C. founded by Ralph Nader. Sanders' popularity with the liberal grassroots has made it difficult to imagine Democrats selecting a nominee in 2020 who doesn't back single payer. Still, some progressive groups and Sanders insist it shouldn't be a litmus test. It is a litmus test. It's my litmus test. It's every progressive I know's litmus test. It's the nurse's litmus test. Why wouldn't it be why wouldn't you have a litmus test?
Yeah,
That's my litmus test. That's what I want. I'm not going to vote for somebody who's not for single payer. Why the fuck would I?
No, that is growing, and it's a good thing it is. You know, my girlfriend listens to this podcast, and I forget the name of the podcast because I'm a perfect boyfriend, but she listens to this podcast, and it's these two women, and it's like a center-left podcast. They're fairly to the left, but they did back Hillary Clinton. They were burning people in the primary, and then they backed Hillary in the general, said it's not time for a protest or whatever. After that all went down, after the election, they said from now on we are not supporting any Democrat or any politician that does not support single-payer health care. So it's not just like the further left that's doing that now. It's people in the center,
you're
too.
saying Hillary supporters are also saying that?
Yes.
People are Hillary voters.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope so. So there you go. Look at that. Hillary Clinton, this will never come to pass. Never. That was just a few months ago she said that. Hillary Clinton said that just a few months ago. It will never come to pass. And here we are. Now you got every Democratic hopeful has to sign on to the bill. It'll never come to pass. Kamala Harris thinks it's going to pass. Cory Booker likes it. Al Franken. Kirsten Gillibrand. So it should be a litmus test. I'm glad. And I showed this to you just to show you that all the naysayers are wrong. Oh, Bernie's pie in the sky. Remember those assholes? Bernie's, fairy dust, pie in the sky. I had a guy from Australia say that to me on a show. A guy coming from a fucking country that has single-payer health care and gun control telling me it's pie in the sky. We could never have it here. It's fairy dust. That's what he said. What? And they never finish the sentence, by the way. They never go, you can't have it. It's fairy dust. Why can't you have it? Because your government's corrupt. That's why. The people who represent you don't represent you. That's why. You guys you're all stooges. You know the people don't represent you, right? They work against you, the people you vote for. That's why you can't have it. They never finish the sentence. They never say that why. They just say you can't.
No one else in the world has it. Oh, wait.
Oops. Everybody has it. Everybody has it. So that's gaslighting, and just goes to show you this is how it happens. Bernie Sanders didn't back down. He didn't go when people shamed him, when Hillary Clinton got a cheer for saying it'll never come to pass. He didn't go, I better shut up. People are shaming me. He kept going, and he didn't stop. And now he's got all those phony corporate Democrats having to say they're for it. That's how strong it is now. That's how powerful it is. Time has come. The time has come. It's great. The time has come. Progressive politics are really making this is great. But the important thing is the progressives are awake. If Hillary Clinton was president, the left would be asleep again. They'd be defending Hillary all day long, and we're going through our 50th Benghazi hearing. And now we're going to get again, I know that's hard to understand. You mean it would be worse? I'm saying we would not have progressive change if a corporate Democrat was in power right now. Right now, we have a chance for progressive change. And I mean inside the Democratic Party. There's a chance. There's a chance. And Bernie Sanders is the guy leading it. There's a chance. I still say we need a third-party pressure. That's why I'm draft Bernie. Imagine if Bernie just went independent. Do you imagine how much the Democrats would shit their pants? Bernie's going to run independent? Boy, you think the smears are coming now. Imagine what they would come then. And he'd be our president if he did that. If he ran independent against Trump and whoever the corporate Democrats put up, he'd kill them. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know which specific approach is going to work, but the one thing I know for sure is that we really do need like a true progressive coalition, because like when something like that happens, then whoever's in power knows you need to get these people's vote. You need their vote. You can't win without them. That's similar to what the religious right did to the Republicans.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we need to do to whatever the ruling party is.
Mm-hmm.
Who considers themselves left. You can't win without us. They know it, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
They went ahead and lost anyway.
Well,
they went ahead. I'm sorry, Steph.
I just want to say that, when it talks about a litmus test, that the single payer shouldn't be the litmus test. I go, yes, it should be the litmus test, single payer. Also, a jobs program should be a litmus test.
Yes.
Is anybody talking about a jobs program?
No.
Additionally, I think peace.
Yes. How about a peace platform? I like it. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Interesting times. But it just goes to show you Hillary Clinton is always wrong. Hey, everybody. We have 2 live Jimmy Dore shows in September. September 25th, we're in San Diego. And September 18th in Burbank, California. Get your tickets right there. There's a link right there.